Hey guys, welcome to Home Sweet Homeschool. If you're new here, my name is Ashley and I'm a homeschooling mom to one. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you the planners that I've chosen for the 2025-2026 homeschool year. Now, normally I share what planner I've chosen around August and September, but this year I wanted to go ahead and share it with you now because the place that I brought it from, they're selling them right now, and they usually sell out before the school year starts, and they may just have one or two designs. And so I wanted to go ahead and show you in case you were interested. Now, in my previous life, before I was a homeschool mom, I taught kindergarten for I taught first grade and pre-K for a few years, but kindergarten's where I spent the majority of my time, and that is where I first heard about Mr. Greg and the kindergarten Smorgasboard. So he is a kindergarten teacher who is in the classroom. He makes wonderful products. So if you have a 4 or 5, 6-year-old and you want some great printables and fun things to use in your homeschool, you can definitely check him out because homeschoolers can use that stuff too. But I first heard about these planners from him. That's how I even found out about the planners that I'm going to share today. Now you're probably thinking, why are you sharing with us? You're a homeschool channel. Why are you sharing a teacher planner? Because even if you homeschool, you can use any kind of planner you want to. You don't have to just use a planner that's specifically designed for homeschool. You can use anything that works for you. And so in the past few years, I've used an Erin Condren, a regular Erin Condren planner, which is a teacher planner. I've used the School Nest planners, which are kind of made for homeschoolers, but anybody can use those. Really, it's whatever works best for you, whatever you're going to use. And I wanted to share this one with you because it looks very different from what you'll find when you look for homeschool planners. And there's nothing wrong with the homeschool planner world, but what I've noticed about a lot of homeschool planners is it's a lot of floral, it's a lot of nature, it's a lot of muted colors. And while that is very popular and trendy right now, and I love flowers. I'm not opposed to flowers, but sometimes you just want something fun. If you've got a plan, it might as well be in something fun. And when I saw the planners that they released this year, I was like, I gotta have one of those. So let me show you. So this is the company, I think it's Berteau & Co. They're the people who started these planners, a few years ago, but now it's Berteau & Co. by the kindergarten Smorgasboard. And so you can follow them on Facebook. You can watch. They had like a live where they show you each of the planners, all that good stuff. But today I want to show you inside of my two planners, okay? So I'm going to put their link down in the description box. I'm not an affiliate. They don't even know who I am. So you can go and check out the planners for yourself. They also have it's like a pad folio, so like a clipboard with a pad in it. They have notebooks. They did have a trapper keeper. They have a lot of different designs that you can choose from. I know one of them is sold out. It's like bows. You know how bows are in style right now? And so I think it's I don't know if it's pencil bows or just bows, but I think that one is sold out when it comes to the planners, but you can look at the other ones. And the one I'm going to show you is kind of wild and out there, but there is one with stripes, and there's probably something for everybody. So that will be down in the description box. You can go check it out. So if this is reaching homeschoolers or teachers, you can go check out what they have to offer and go ahead and get your order in before they sell out. Shipping was super fast. I got these very quickly, and I'm very, very happy with the quality of them, and I'll show you that in a minute. I want to show you what they look like right here first. So the first option that they have is a weekly monthly. So maybe you don't need an entire teacher planner. You just want a weekly, monthly planner. So I went ahead and bought this for myself because I wanted a new planner to write all my other stuff in. So let me show you the design first. This one screams to me like 90s Saved by the Bell. Look at this. I mean, look at this. Does that not scream Saved by the Bell? If you watch Saved by the Bell, let me know. Let me know who your favorite person on that show was. So Saved by the Bell, that's what it reminds me of. I'm not sure what this one's called, but it is so super cute. It's got roller skates, it's got the troll dolls, Rubik's Cube, ring pops, cassette tapes. This one's so much fun. And what I like about this weekly planner, it has this hard plastic cover over it. So that's going to be the difference in the weekly and the teacher planner. So it's got the plastic cover on it, and it looks the same on the back. So we'll go through that one in a minute and let you see what that looks like. I picked that one up just as my everyday, write everything else in a planner. Now, here's the beauty. This right here. If this doesn't scream Lisa Frank to you, then, I mean, who are you? Like, this is all my Lisa Frank dreams come true, okay? I love Lisa Frank stationery, and when I saw this, I had to have it. Now, you may be like, that is way too wild. We are homeschoolers. You don't have to pick it if you don't want to. There are other choices, but if you want something colorful and fun, there's an option. And this is a very hard cover. It has these nice edges, so they're not going to get tore up. It has a great, strong metal coal, which I love. I cannot stand for the coal to be flimsy. And this is the teacher planner. So let me get my setup fixed, and we will do a look inside of what these planners have to offer. All right, we're going to start this look inside by starting with the weekly and monthly planner. Like I've already mentioned, it has this clear cover. It has your strong coil here on the side, and then it has the date here. So this is 2025, 2026, so it is dated. Okay, then you have this cute polka dot page that just says that it's the weekly and monthly planner by the Kindergarten Smorgasboard, and here's some information at the bottom if you want to go check them out. And then this gives some information too. This is probably more, this would be something for teachers. So if I have a teacher watching this, you might want to check out this page. It may not help you if you're a homeschooler. So at the beginning of every month, you do have the month page for tasks, goals, and then these are empty, so you can put whatever you want to there. That's why I think this would work well for homeschoolers as well as classroom teachers. And then each of the months has a nice colorful tab. And then this is your huge monthly spread. I love how big the boxes are. It gives me plenty of room to write things down. There's a place for notes, your top 5 priorities, and a to-do list. And then you have your weekly pages. Now, what I especially love about this one and why I picked this one for myself is I love the lines in the boxes. I don't know about you, but I cannot stand to write something and it be going uphill or downhill or all over the place. And so if I've got lines, I don't have to worry about it. So that's why I really, really like this one, along with having a separate to-do box over to the side for each day, along with notes. And I love all the colors in it. And so this is what you'll find throughout the entire planner. At the end of the month, let me show you this. The end of the month, you have all these note pages. So if you're a teacher and you have to go to all those meetings at the beginning of the school year, or you're a homeschool mom who's starting to plan for the year, you've got plenty of notes pages at the end of every month so that you can take notes and keep up with things. And so this just starts over every single month. And I don't think there's anything different in it. Nope, this is how it looks every single month. Okay, so that is how simple it is, but that's what I liked about it. Okay, now let's look at the teacher planner. So this was what I really wanted. Let me get it in focus for you here. And it's upside down. Okay, there we go. I want you to be able to see it in all of its glory here. Let me make sure. This might be a little too close. All right, so this is my planner that I'm going to use for our homeschool year. You can use it for homeschooling, for teaching, whatever. Use it for whatever you want to. It has the nice metal coal, a nice hard cover front and back. You've got the year at the bottom. Nice place to write who it belongs to, your school and your email if you need to. Another thing that I love about it is right at the beginning, there are a ton of stickers. So you could use these stickers for absolutely anything. These are like little flags. Then you have, look at these. This is like major holidays. I see Hello Spring, Let It Snow, Happy New Year. These would be perfect to use on the monthlies or really anywhere you want to. Now these, of course, are going to be for the teachers out there if they're watching this video. This is going to be like conferences, teacher prep day, staff development. You've got all kinds of little flags to put on your calendar, so that page is in there. They really thought of everything when it came to being a teacher. Then you have another page with your meetings. So if you're homeschooling, this may not mean anything to you like RTI and 504s, but Us teachers know all about that, but this is for all your meetings. These are all of your holidays, and then there's some blank ones at the bottom, okay? So that was a few pages of stickers. Then this just says Teacher Planner, Plan, Teach, and Inspire by the Kindergarten Smorgasboard. I'm pretty sure that every one of the planners, the covers are different, but the insides are the same. Like the guts of the planner are the same. So you have a place for your daily schedule. You could still use this as a homeschool mom for your schedule. Now, if you are just a teacher, you're going to want something for specials, early release, and then you have a school directory. If you're a homeschool mom, you could come up with another way to use these pages. You could actually cover them up with whatever you wanted to use this for and really just repurpose the pages. In every planner out there, there's going to be something that you're just not going to use. There's safety procedures, substitute info. So, of course, you're not going to need that as a homeschool mom, but teachers will. Class volunteers, field trip info, which is something homeschoolers can use. And if you work at a co-op, this might be something that you could utilize. Passwords, of course, that's for anybody. We have a ton of websites we use that require a username and a password. Then you have a roster, so if you are running a co-op or you have a co-op class, you may want something like that. And then it goes into students. So you got happy birthday. Anybody can use those. You do not have to be a public school teacher to just use the happy birthday page. Anybody can use that. Then you have transportation, which is perfect for a classroom teacher. Allergy and medical. You have a seating chart, so I could see homeschoolers using this in a variety of ways, just as a note-taking page if you needed to. A couple pages of that. Here's more passwords, but this is more for each individual student. So plenty of those pages. Then there is student info. That covers a few pages. Looks like it has, this is pretty good. If you are a teacher, it has a place for 40 students. I mean, that's amazing. Then you have conference schedule. And then it gets into the parent section. So you've got parent-teacher conference logs here, which of course, as homeschoolers, we're not going to use this, but if you're a teacher watching this, this would be perfect. And then the next tab is data. Now, as a homeschool mom, I like to use these checklists to keep up with curriculum, so like a curriculum tracker. But this is awesome if you are organizing a field trip for homeschoolers and you want to keep up with who's paid for different things. You could use these. There's a ton of ways to keep up with info using this checklist. So you have a lot of those pages. Look at there. That is a ton of checklist. If you're a teacher, this is perfect. Now you're going to get into your month. There's also assessment data here. I just saw that. Let me see if they're all. Let's look. This says checklist, checklist, checklist. Let's see. I think, yeah. So assessment data is at the end of it. Okay. So this does look like the page in the monthly weekly that we just looked at. You've got your July goals. You have that nice big monthly spread with your top 5 priorities and your to-do list. But this is where the difference is. You got your notes, and here's the difference. So what you're looking at here is your weekly spread to plan all those lessons. You've got the top is blank, and then the sides are blank. I love that they included these colors on both sides because I tend to flip my book, like flip it under, and then I forget what subjects are there. So I love that I can write them on both sides and have all the information I need. It's also done this way so that you could do your days this way if you'd like to, and your subjects across the top. With it being blank, you can use it any way you want to. And so that is what it's going to look like week after week until you get to the end. You have a notes page and you're starting your new month, okay? So this is the planner. All the tabs are nicely colored, and it looks exactly the same all the way through. Then at the very back, you've got more notes pages. So you could go to those meetings and keep everything in the same spot, not have a separate notebook, you know, for notes, okay? So there's all of that. Then you also, if you love this planner and you want to get one next year, they actually give you a code for next year. So this does not work now. Don't go try to use it now. This is if you purchase a planner, and it does tell you that the code's only good for January 2026 to June 2026. So if you purchase one, you can use this the next year. Then you have this clear sleeve, so you can put whatever you want to in this clear sleeve. Then you have a clear pocket, so your highlighters, your pens, your Post-it notes, whatever you need can go here. Then you have a folder, a double-sided thick folder, and then you've got wherever you go, go with your heart. And so that is the teacher planner that I purchased. And then I also showed you this nice weekly, monthly planner. So if you have any questions, you can leave them down in the comments and I'll try to answer them as best I can. But like I said, the link to their website is going to be in the description box. So if you want to look at the other styles, because there are other choices, go take a look at them and see which covers are your favorite. Come back and let me know. Let me know if this is a planner that you are going to use for the next school year. If you're just a classroom teacher or a homeschool teacher, leave me some info in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching.